right, let's begin our class. Effective supervision of students during class activities. It's important that you as a teacher assistant, you supervise the students because this will be a group class. You want to make sure that the students are safe. You want to make sure that the students are paying attention and are learning during your class. Page 37. Effective student supervision during class activities is critical for fostering a safe and effective learning environment. It entails actively monitoring, guiding, and supporting pupils as they complete various activities and exercises. The primary purpose is to guarantee that students stay on target, follow instructions, and get the help they need to improve their learning experience. That's true. You yourself, as a teacher assistant, you cannot be on your phone. You cannot have distraction because during your working hours, your attention should be for the children that are learning. Page 38, read that for me. Essential tactics to guarantee efficient supervision. Circulate and monitor. Page 38. Yes. Circulate. Page 38 here. You see it? Page 38. Circulate. Show me. 38. So for me, here, circulate. Go ahead. Yes, that's actually true. That means that if you see someone that are being distractful in the classroom, you try to call their attention and then tell them to focus on subject matter. How would you say that if one student is distracting someone's student? How would you do that? Call by the name. Yes, correct. Yes. Yes. You say like, Maria, focus. Teacher is talking, yeah? The tone of your voice is important. Nowadays, like children are sensitive, you know? So you want to make sure that your tone is not angry, rather trying to just call the attention of the student. Yes, that's traumatic, you know. I would remember there was this one teacher I know that would just continuously shout because students, especially in primary, they are noisy, playing. There's always playtime. They get excited because they are with their classmates, and then there would be like um, just playing through uh, the class schedule. So they become excited. Now the teacher becomes angry. So I really suggest that you One second, let me just answer. Yes. So the first one was circulate and monitor. The next is proximity control. Read that for me. Yeah, that's true. Usually the teacher assistant will be going around. The teacher is in front of the class. You as the teacher assistant might be at the back, in the middle, going around and checking who among the students might need extra help. So you might be going around. Differentiated instructions. Read that for me. Mhm. Again, you listen to your teacher because the teacher will give you instructions. You will be the support. You support the things that has to be completed in in the day's lesson. That means that you should also listen to what the teacher is saying. So you are all there, like you're like also a student. The beauty of that is you will get to see the practices. I happen to know some licensed professional teachers in the Philippines who are working as a teaching assistant here. Um, I'm quite not sure, but somehow in the schools here in the UAE, they prioritize giving the role to native speakers, European, and then Filipinos. You would only have like less opportunity when it comes to the role. But there will always be the right school for you where you get the where you can work what you are supposed to work for. Next page, group work management. Read that for me. Cooperation and individual accountability. That means that somehow you, being the teacher assistant, are there, um, like you are their guardian, so they can rely on you for certain things that they don't know. They cannot just keep on asking the teacher. Somehow they can ask from you. You can be also full teacher there. I know for a fact that in the classroom, because these are young kids, they would consider you as well as a teacher. Teacher, Marie, they would call you that. Listen, children. Redirection and intervention. Read that for me. See, calm manner. Continue. I like that. Okay. Calm manner. Yes. I'll give you like how are you gonna say to a child, let's see in a situation that the child is um like this distracting others because like the child just recently saw a concert that is very exciting for him, and then he wants to share it with his classmates and he keep on talking, how would you say to that child to, I mean, how are you going to get that student's attention? Mhm. Always call the name. All right, I'm the child now. The teacher is busy discussing. There's one child that is having an episode, and the behavior is somewhat inappropriate in the classroom because uh, definitely the student is being a distraction. You are in a room. How are you gonna tell to the child? I want you to enact, I mean, actually say your piece. How are you gonna tell the child to focus? Say it in actual. How are you gonna say it? Say the name of the student is Joel. Yeah. Yes, you keep on, I mean, speak to the kid in private. Why do you think you have to do that? Why do you have to speak with the child in private? That's actually true. Back in the days, so what is your thought back in the days when someone is being distractful in the class and then they would say, Marie, face the wall. Marie, hold the book this way. Yes, outside the classroom and face. So that's really embarrassing. Um, like older generations would think that as, life lesson. This generation will think of that as abuse. It's like discipline. Mm, yes. Sure. All right. Support and assistance with this for me. Support and assistance. I am confident that you will be patient because you are in your workplace right now, your patience is being tested. So I think that you'll make a good teaching assistant. Uh, but this is a different level because you are dealing with children or teenagers, but mostly like children. Time management, read that for me. Next slide. Yeah, time management. That means if one subject is 45 minutes, you should be able to follow the time because children have a short span of attention. If you would notice on Facebook videos, the longest would be only 15 minutes. Uh, There are even TikTok videos. TikToks are 1 minute. So yes, and in that span of time, you already get the information needed. Imagine if you are teaching in 45 minutes. So the span of attention for these children is short. So you want to make sure that you assisting the teacher, you complete the lesson in 1 day or in in the allotted time. Reflect and adjust. Yeah, reflect and adjust. You have to evaluate. Do you think your strategy is useful? That means it has to evolve as well. Not necessarily that your technique that you used last week, you will use the next week because it has to, you know, evolve. It has to improve, improvement. So say for example, what the technique that you use for this class, and then you were assigned in a different age group or different grade level will be useful. Different section, different group of children, different approach. The group of children that are section one. What about section two? Yes, it also depends on row one, row two, row four is in the Philippines. You are the in the row one. They are the studios. In the row four, the naughty children are. All right, next. Support learning techniques for teacher assistant. Read this for me overview. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Strategies especially beneficial for teaching assistants. Let's get to know them. Training and professional development. Read teacher assistants. I like that. Yes. Training may cover classroom management, instructional strategies, special education techniques, and field trips. There will be instances that you will go on a field trip. There are instances that you will go out the school premises. Here in Dubai, there are a lot of places to go for learning, museum. So you might want to also be interested in that kind of field trips and places. Have you visited the museum? When was the last time you visited the museum? Yes. Because there will be like science and technology museums, art exhibits. You will go out and sometimes the students will ask you, Teacher Marie, what is that? And then you don't know. So you also want to be ahead. Right now, the information is very accessible for everyone. It's in their fingertips. They can just like type and then they'll get the information. You want to adapt with that as there will be some there will be like information sources that you will need to use. So that's important. Collaboration with teachers. Read it for me. Yeah, collaboration with teachers, also other teaching assistants. You have to collaborate if you were asked to do certain tasks. You can give your insights, but you have to be respectful that it's still the teacher that will take the lead. Continue. Differentiation and individualized support. Yes. So it says here that you, as a teacher assistant, should be able to give the instructions in a manner that the student will understand so they can complete the task given to them. It says here as well that you will guide the students and be mindful with other students that might need extra assistance. Continue behavior management and support. Okay, it says here that um, different students would have different attitude and behavior, gender, age group. So you should have an awareness with these behavior of children and how to manage them. It's like you being a parent to multiple children. That's why teachers are called second parents. Yes. Assessment and progress monitoring. Next page. Yeah. Assessment and progress monitoring. Children stay there for a whole year, 10 months for one grade level. So you are to give them assessment if they will move forward to the next subject or next lesson. You will monitor if their progress, if they're ready to move to the next grade level. If you would remember back in the days, if you are in kindergarten, before you move to grade one, you will be one by one I remember this. We were in kindergarten and then we have to go to the teacher, grade one teacher. The grade one teacher will ask us to read. I'm not sure if you have that before. And then you will be accepted. Like there will be a list of names. You cannot move forward. Yes. That was the I think that's how they do the assessment. Right now, it's very strategic. Everything is in paperwork, but I would remember that um, during my primary years, like one by one, we will go there. We would be very like terrified because we would hear that the teacher is terror. All right, next, technology integration. Yes, that's correct. The technology integration, you will be asked to do certain tasks. You need to somehow give your assistants with certain tools that they will use for education. Second. And last but not least, part of the overview of support learning techniques for teacher assistant. Learning methods is cultural and linguistic. Teacher assistants, uh, cultural and linguistic support. Teacher assistants who are proficient in multiple languages or familiar with diverse cultural backgrounds can provide valuable support to students from diverse populations. They can help facilitate communication, bridge cultural gaps, and promote inclusivity within the classroom. We talked about this, especially in the context of the UAE. We are diverse. We have a lot of students coming from different regions of the world. We have European, Asian, we have African students, yes, South Asians. Um, so you have to be somehow familiar with their culture differences. What is um, you know, cultural respect. We respect what they practice, especially right now. It's Ramadan, so if your student is already practicing fasting, so you could also somehow be respectful with that. So that will be the completion of this lesson.